Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm making my predictions for the 2021 edition of Fastlane, the official last streamed WWE Network pay-per-view for us in the US, and our final pay-per-view before WrestleMania, where fans will finally be let back in a building to see professional wrestling for WWE. This card on paper looks okay to me, with a few little matches here or there that can throw wrenches into the WrestleMania card that can make something really more interesting here. And we originally had 6 matches listed. There's only 5 now, but I think there'll probably be 6. Someone probably screwed up or someone got hurt or something, who knows, but one match has been taken off, but it'll still be in this video. So with that all being said, I'll hop right into my predictions for Fastlane. So match number 1, we'll see Drew McIntyre taking on Sheamus. Now I feel like this match is pretty easy. Sheamus and McIntyre are going to go at it, beat the hell out of each other. It's going to be a pretty decent match, I think. But when the ref counts 1, 2, 3, your winner will be Drew McIntyre. With McIntyre getting ready to face Lashley at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship, unless they're going to set Sheamus up to maybe squeeze his way into the match, or to be McIntyre's first challenger if he wins the title at Mania, if he beats Lashley, I don't really see the point of Sheamus getting the win here and beating McIntyre. This will give McIntyre more momentum heading into WrestleMania to where he can potentially grab the title again. So now on to match number 2. And that'll be for the Intercontinental Championship, where we'll see Big E putting his title on the line against Apollo Crews. Now for this match, I can truly see this going either way. Big E retaining it and Apollo winning the title. With Apollo Crews changing his character recently and going on a more mean streak and just changing most of the stuff about him, I could see him getting the Intercontinental Championship, riding it into WrestleMania to where he could have to be in some multi-man match to where it'll end up being a bad situation for him in that match. But with Big E being taken out by Apollo Crews, where he was injured for a few weeks and being gone from television, I think Big E fully gets his revenge here on Apollo Crews and retains the Intercontinental Championship. I can see Big E being in a multi-man match, like I said, for Apollo for this Intercontinental Championship. I honestly just think this Intercontinental title is going to be in a multi-man match at WrestleMania, and where it's a bunch of the people that Big E's beaten in the past all coming into this match with a few new people here and there to make it a multi-man, 6-person probably match for that Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania, setting up for Big E to overcome the odds one more time. So now we'll move on to our next match. Now this will be match number 3 and will be for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles, where we'll see Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler putting their titles on the line against Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. For this match, I really feel like this is just fully setting up for who's the face and who's the heel for Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. Will Sasha turn on Belair in this match, leaving her in a handicap match basically against the tag team champions here? Or does Reginald somehow, he was actually being a snake, he's on Sasha's side, he helps them win the women's tag titles, and Bianca Belair is pissed afterwards, where Sasha's gonna basically have Reginald there to maybe help her win at WrestleMania? Or do they just do something that I don't think anyone thinks is gonna happen and turn Bianca Belair heel on Sasha Banks? But I feel like in this match, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler will be retaining the women's tag team titles here. We all know going into WrestleMania that WWE loves having every title on the line, and with Belair and Banks already having their match, I feel like they'll keep Baszler and Jax with the titles so then they have their own match on WrestleMania where it's not in the Battle Royal. But with the 2-night thing going on again this year, I could possibly see where WWE puts Sasha Banks and Belair with the titles defending on one night, and then they have their match the next night, or they do it vice versa, where Bianca beat Sasha for the title last night, now they have to be tag team partners today. How will that go here at WrestleMania? But I feel like when this WrestleMania card gets set, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler will be walking in your women's tag team champions. So now on to match number 4. And match number 4 is now the match that has mysteriously disappeared, where it was supposed to be Shane McMahon versus Braun Strowman. I don't really have too much insight into this match. Like, I feel like Braun would get the win probably by DQ, because like Dabba-Kato comes back out of nowhere. I don't even know if he still works there or something, but like Raw Underground comes back to life. They come out of the underground to take out Strowman here for Shane McMahon, which will then lead to Strowman having to go through the underground people or something, or Shane's guys, whoever makes the run in here. And then they'd have a crazy match at WrestleMania, like a street fight, no DQ, something like that, where Shane's gonna jump off the pirate ship probably and steal that from Kevin Owens. So now we'll move on to match number 5, our co-main event of the evening. And this will be a match I never thought I'd be saying on here, but it'll be Alexa Bliss taking on Randy Orton. Let's be honest here, this probably isn't going to be a real match. We'll probably see a couple holds, maybe 1 or 2 strikes from Alexa Bliss on Randy, and then all of a sudden the lights, and here comes the Fiend back, and this will set up our WrestleMania match. So I guess in that sense, the Fiend's technically interfering, so Randy Orton will be your winner in this matchup. This match is just going to be a bunch of weird things happening, maybe like multiples Alexa Blisses show up on the screen or something on our television screens. We just have like playsets popping up all over the place. A burning Fiend comes onto the damn mat, and then boom, resurrects. It's him. He's alive. Wah! Just leaves Orton in shock, and then the Fiend hits him with Sister Abigail or the Mandible Claw, whatever he feels like doing on that night, and we have our match for WrestleMania in April. So now we'll move on to our main event of the evening. And this will be for the WWE Universal Championship, where we'll see Roman Reigns putting the title on the line against Daniel Bryan, where we'll have a special guest enforcer that we'll find out on Friday, where will either be Edge or Jey Uso, and I think Edge will be our special enforcer here. I think when this match is over, much as this is not probably the best thing here for most of us, Roman Reigns will be retaining the Universal Championship in this match. But I feel like Edge is going to screw this up for Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan will somehow, some way, end up in this Universal Championship match at WrestleMania. I feel like with Edge being the enforcer, they're going to be playing up that, will Edge just want this to be a one-on-one match at WrestleMania? Does he want to face Reigns or Bryan? Or could this lead to a triple threat if Reigns loses here tonight? Does Edge just want Reigns all to himself? To where Jey Uso pops up out of the ground like a gremlin somehow, gets in the way, Edge goes for a spear, boom, hits Daniel Bryan. Roman Reigns, 1, 2, 3, retains the title, and Edge just looks in pure disgust like he screwed this whole thing up for this guy. And this leads to Daniel Bryan to somehow, some way, trying to get into that match at WrestleMania, to where maybe, just maybe, he'll be the man to put an end to the head of the table here. So that'll do it for my predictions for the 2021 edition of Fastlane. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you like what I'm doing on this channel and want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And as always, thanks for watching.